Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. So let's continue our math lesson on 4.4. So where we left off was we were comparing 3 and 7. We wanted to see if 3 towels could fit into the basket. And we know that the basket cannot hold any more than 7, actually less than 7. So we have to make sure that 3 is less than 7. How do we know if 3 is less than 7? Well, we can pair them up like we're doing here. So we matched and paired them up, paired them up, paired them up. What do we notice? Wow, there are a lot more left over for 7, and there are none left for the 3. So we know that 3 must be smaller than 7 because there are no more partners up top. 7 must be greater or bigger than 3 because they have leftover circles here without partners. So 3 is less than 7. So 3 will fit in the basket. All right, well, if 3 will fit in the basket, do you think that 2 will fit in the basket? What do you think? What if I change this to 2? Will 2 fit in the basket? Yes, it will, because 2 is less than 7 also. 2 and 7. Look at all of those that are all left over without partners. So 7 is actually bigger or greater than 2. Okay, so we partnered up what we could. We partnered up this one. We partnered up this one. And then we had all these left over without partners. So that tells us 7 is greater or bigger than 2. 2 is less than or smaller than 7. So 2 will be able to fit in the basket also. And how about 1? How about the number 1? How about if I only had 1 towel? Will 1 towel fit into the basket? Well, we find out by asking, is 1 greater or less than 7? So we have to do it the same way we've been doing it, and we have to pair it up. And then we notice that 7 has all of these all left over without partners. That tells me that 1 is smaller than 7. 1 is less than 7. Okay, so 1 towel could definitely fit in that basket. Okay, so these are all of the amounts that could fit into the basket. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. But Emily's mom would be upset probably if she came in the house with no towels, right? Because her mommy asked her to go and get some towels. So 6 towels can fit because 6 is less than 7. 5 towels can fit because 5 is less than 7. 4 towels can fit because 4 is less than 7. 3 towels can fit because 3 is less than 7. 2 towels can fit because 2 is less than 7. And 1 towel can fit because 1 is less than 7. So that's what we did. We compared those numbers. So let's turn the page over and let's take a look. So we have the number 8 and the number 5. And what they want to do is they want us to compare. So what we're going to do is we are going to see which one is greater. So I'm going to draw 8. Well, they drew it for me. I'm going to count and make sure there are 8 blue squares. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 blue squares. And here's the number 8. And now let's make sure we have 5 red squares. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's the number 5. So we have 8 blue squares and we have 5 red squares. Okay, so what they want us to do is they want us to look at these and see which one is greater. Which one is greater or bigger? Okay, so take a look. Here's 5. Here's 8. Remember, when we're counting, it's like reading words. We go from left to right. As we go to the right, the number gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. As you go on, the numbers get bigger. So here's 5 right here. Okay, so if I am looking at my numbers and I go left to right, the first number I come to is 5. And then I keep on going, and then I get to 8. So that tells me that 8 is greater than 5. So I circled 8 because 8 is more than 5. It's bigger. Okay? All right. So if they want us to do one more, what is 1 greater than 5? If they're asking us to do 1 greater than 5, then guess what we would do? We would hop over to the next one. And we're going to go to the right because we know that when we move to the right, the numbers get bigger, greater. So if I'm on 5 and they want me to find the number that is 1 greater, then I would hop to 6. 6 is 1 greater than 5. So if I'm on 8 and they ask me to find the number that is 1 greater than 8, then I would hop to my right again because when you go to the right, the numbers are bigger, greater. And so 9 would be 1 greater than 8. Okay? So 6 is 1 greater than 5. 9 is 1 greater than 8. All right? Now take a look here at our 10 frames. Okay, I see some stars. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stars in the top 10 frame. Now let's count the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stars in the bottom 10 frame. So we have 7 on the top, 7 on the bottom. Which one is greater than? Neither. Which one is less than? Neither. Why? Because they're the same. They are both equal. So we're going to circle both of them. They are equal. They are the same. All right? And so if we were looking at the 6 here and we were looking at the 9 here, which one is less? The one that is less is the one that is closest to our left. So if we keep on going, we run into the 6 first, and then we get to the 9. So the 6 is less. So that's why they put an X over the 6. 6 is smaller than 9. It's less than. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at number 1. Number 1, the star right here, it says, count the numbers 1 to 10. Use the number sequence to show how they know which number is greater than the other. Draw a circle around the number that is greater. All right, here we go. Number 1. We have the number 7, and we have the number 8. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we are going to draw a line to the 7 and draw a line to the 8. And it looks like they are very close in line together. Okay, so here's the 7. And right next to the 7 is the 8. Now remember, we go from left to right. And when we're counting, we start with 1. So if we keep on counting and we keep going, the first number that we come to is the 7, right? And then we get to 8. So 7 is before 8. If 7 is before 8, that means that 7 is smaller than 8. 7 is less than 8. So that means that 8 is greater or bigger than 7. So we're going to circle 8. 8 is greater than 7. Miss Tara, if this is hard for me and I don't know how to do it like that, can I do it this way? Can I draw my circles and match them? Sure. 7 Oops, gotta throw that one away. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can match them. Pair them up, 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 pair them up. Oh no, I ran out. There's one extra left on the bottom. So that's how we know that 8 is greater than 7. They're very close together, aren't they? They're only off by 1. Okay, so we ran out of green counters. We had 1 left over for the red, so that tells me that 8 is bigger than 7. So 8 is greater than 7, so I circle 8. Now, if you look here, you'll always remember that the bigger numbers, look, I'm going to put a big star right here. The bigger numbers are over here to the right. The smaller numbers are right here where this little tiny star is. So that's where we start. We always start with the little babies. The adults want the little children to be up front first so they can keep an eye on them. Okay? So here we go. These are the smaller numbers, and then as we move down the line, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? All right, so let's look at number 2. Number 2 says draw counters in 10 frames to show how they know which number is greater than the other. Then draw a circle around the number that is greater. All right, well, right here we have the number 6. That's the number 6. So let's draw 6 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then right here we have 4. So down in this 10 frame, we're going to draw 4 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 6 counters up top, 4 counters at the bottom. How can we tell which one is greater? Which one is bigger? How can we tell? Well, if you notice, 6 has all of the top line filled and even one down below. 4 has these filled and they still have one empty here and all of the bottom is empty. Okay, so guess what? I can draw a line around all of the empty squares in my 10 frame up top. And then I can draw a line around all of my empty squares on my 10 frame on the bottom. And now you can look and see which one has more left over that are empty. 4 has all of these left over. 6 has these left over. That tells me that 6 is greater than 4. It's bigger. Okay, so look at all of the ones that are covered up in the 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, so all of those counters are covering the 10 frame, and that shows 6. So now down below, they wanted 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4. Okay, so now I can do another way to find out which one's greater. I can match them. Ready? I can match this one with this one. Draw a line. I can match this one with this one. Draw a line. I can match this one with this one. Draw a line. I can match this one with this one. Draw a line. Uh-oh, I ran out. No more partners for 4. Oh, wow, look at 6. 6 has 1, 2 left over with no partners. 4 ran out. There were no more for 4. So 4 is smaller than 6. So 6, because 6 had these left over, 6 is greater or bigger. So we're going to circle 6 because 6 is greater than 4. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. Okay, number 3, boys and girls, has a fish on it. Number 3 has these two numbers, and they kind of look alike, don't they? But they're different. They represent different amounts. The directions for number 3 say to draw pictures to show how we know which number is greater than the other. Then we're going to draw a circle around the number that is greater. So, this is the number 6. Let's draw 6 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 counters here, okay? And now this number is 9. 9. So we're going to draw 9 counters down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up top we have 6. Down below we have 9. So even though these two numerals look alike, they're very different because here is what 6 looks like. Here is what a group of 9 looks like. So we can match them or pair them up and see which one is greater. I'm going to partner up these two. I keep trying to use that marker. That's so silly. It doesn't work anymore. We can partner up these two. We can partner up these two. We can partner up these two. We can partner these two up. We can partner these two up. We can partner these two up. But look at what you notice. Down below here, we still have 1, 2, 3 that don't get any partners. We ran out up at top. We have no more. So down below, there are 3 left out without a partner. So what does that tell us? That tells us that 9 is greater than 6. 9 is bigger than 6. All right. Let's look at number 4, boys and girls. Number 4 has 2 10 frames, and it's got 2 numbers. This is the number 8. We're going to write 8 counters in the 10 frame. Remember, you only put 1 counter in each box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now look at the bottom. That's number 8. So I'm going to draw 8 counters in the bottom 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what do you notice about the top 10 frame and the bottom 10 frame? What do you notice? If you said that you noticed that they look alike, then you're right. They look like twins. Do you know why? Because they are the same. So the top has all of their boxes filled, and this top has all of his boxes filled. The bottom has 1, 2, 3 of them filled. The bottom here has 1, 2, 3 of them filled. On the top 10 frame, there are 2 empty spaces left. 1, 2. On the bottom, there are 2 empty spaces left. 1, 2. So they look the same, don't they? They are equal. They're the same. See, they are the same numbers. So we'll circle both of them. All right, look at number 5. Number 5, they are showing us the sequence of numbers in order. Let's go over the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we start at 1, and remember that is where we start with the small numbers. And as we move on to the right, every time we go to the next number, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So remember, over here, we start with the smallest, and then when we move on, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, and so by the time we're over here, we are all the way up to 10. So it's more, it's bigger. All right, so let's take a look at our numbers. We have number 9. I'm going to find number 9 and underline it. There's 9 right there. And then we also have the number 10. So I'm going to look for the number 10. Oh, I see 10 right here. So number 9, I underlined, comes first. Remember, we're in a line from left to right. So if I'm looking at my numbers, 9 came before 10. If 9 is before 10, that means 9 is smaller than 10. If 10 is after 9, that means that 10 is bigger or more or greater than 9. So 10 is greater. Okay? And you can always draw your counters and pair them up to check to make sure. But I really want us to try our best to be able to look at the numerals, look at these, and be able to say, alrighty, here's 9, here's 10. If 9 is before 10, then 9 is smaller than 10. If 10 is after 9, then 10 is bigger or greater than 9. All right. So for number 6, you're going to draw pictures to show how you know which number is less. Okay, so we're going to focus on which one is less. All right. So I do want to tell you one thing, boys and girls. For number 5, it did say for number 5 that it actually wanted us to look and see which one is less. So I actually showed which one was greater. Greater means more. So I'm sorry about that. Number 5, the one that is less is actually 9. The 9 is less. It's smaller, right? Because the 9 is closest to the smallest star here.
4th through 8th grade, that's car riders. We need you to go down, please. Students in 4th through 8th grade. All car riders should be going down at this time.
Okay, so for number 6, you're going to do it by yourself, just how we did up here. You're going to draw pictures to show 9, and then draw pictures to show 8, and then you're going to figure out which one is the smallest one. Which one is less? Is 9 less than 8, or is 8 less than 9? Draw pictures to figure it out, and then I'll show you a video soon to show you the answer to see if you got it right. Okay? And on the back, you're going to do number 7. Number 7 is the tree. It has the number 6 and the number 8. And for number 7, you're going to draw pictures again to show 6 and show 8. And then you're going to circle the one that is less again. Is 6 less than 8? Or is 8 less than 6? Draw pictures and match them up to see. Remember, less means smaller. Okay? And you don't have to worry about 8, 9, or 10. I'm going to post another video and we'll do those together. Okay? So your job is going to be to do number 6. draw a picture of 9, draw a picture of 8, pair them up, circle the number that is less, smaller. Then for number 7, draw a picture for 6, draw a picture for 8, and when I'm saying draw a picture, I mean to draw circles, okay? So draw 6 circles, draw 8 circles, and then you're going to pair them up to see which one is less. Is 6 less than 8, or is 8 less than 6? Circle the one that is less, okay? And like I said, don't worry about 8, don't worry about 9, don't worry about 10. We'll do those another time together. So you're just doing number 6 and number 7. And remember to focus on which one is less, which one is smaller. Keep up the good work, boys and girls. I'm super proud of you. Before I let you go, I want to do some flashcards with you. I'm going to hold them up, and I want you to tell me what the number is. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, let's see. I'm going to tell you the answers now. Let's see if you got them correct. 3, 9, 4, 1, 5, 6, 10, 8, 2, 7, 0. All right, keep up the great work. I will be posting another video so that we can do the rest of it together in a little while. Thanks. Bye, guys.